said, yes, there's some situations that's going on, but that's been going on for quite some time. It's a good book you can pick up called Who Needs the Negro by Sidney Wilhelm. That book talks about the fact that black people are no longer needed in the American economic system. So what he said, in his remarks to you, I can bear witness that is true. And we need to make sure that we read and understand, because that's why we don't see certain jobs or industries come into certain places. It's because there's already been a plan put in place that says we're not doing for you no more. Reagan told black people, and I'm gonna bring on our next speaker in a second. Ronald Reagan was in office. He said, we ain't doing no more for y'all. Y'all better go and do for yourself. That's right. President Ronald Reagan. That's what he told people, and so we got to go back and make sure that we don't have deaf ears to what people have been telling us for so long, and then, like today, gather together and come up with plans and work on solutions that can help us get out of this dilemma. Next, we have on tap, who's going to bring up? Z or you? Doesn't matter. Okay. Next on tap is bringing up Brother Nehemiah, who I think is going to introduce somebody and share some comments around this whole utility piece. The last thing before bringing up Brother Nehemiah, I coined a phrase last year. Now, when I would go pay my utility bill, so they got it online now, but when I used to go pay my utility bill, I called it the House of Pain. People used to always say, where you going? I'm going to the House of Pain today. Because when I was standing in line, I would see pain in people's face. I stand in line, and not to count other people's money, but I remember one time standing in line, I seen this elderly black man reach inside his jacket. He came out with $6 $100 bills, and I could see how painful it was for him to have to depart with that. And I could tell, and again, not passing judgment on anybody, I could tell he ain't have it like that. Right. And so that's when I coined the term. My wife said, where you going? I said, babe, I got to go to the House of Pain today to get our pain shot. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to him.
Thank you, Brother Jaheed. I'm glad to see the people who are here, because it lets me know that these people are the people who are concerned about what's going on around them. It says where 2 or 3 are gathered. You don't need 2 or 300, you just need 2 or 3. Because the very people that are here, I know that we can count on you to get the word out and to make sure that we get the proper solution. I was reading one of my favorite authors a couple of days ago. I read it, I recite his poem. His name is Claude McKay. He was considered the first intellectual of the Harlem Renaissance. And he wrote a poem in 1919. It wasn't published until 1921, called If We Must Die. And during the summer of 1919, there were a number of race riots around the country. And they were hanging brothers and sisters. All types of lynchings were going on. And as he was going through, he was a Pullman porter. He wrote the poem, If We Must Die. He said, if we must die, let it not be like hogs, hunted and pinned in an inglorious spot, while round us bark the mad and hungry dogs, making their mock at our accursed lot. If we must die, oh, let us nobly die, so that our precious blood may not be shed in vain. Then even the monsters we defy shall be constrained to honor us though dead. O kinsmen, we must meet the common foe. Though far outnumbered, let us show us brave, and for their 1,000 blows deal one death blow. What though before us lies the open grave? Like men will face the murderous, cowardly pack, pressed to the wall, dying, but fighting back. And that's what's happening in Rocky Mount. People are pressed to the wall. You press to the wall when you are paying $250 in rent, you get $1,000 a month in assistance, and you get a $1,200 utility bill. You're being pressed to the wall. You're being pressed to the wall when all of your educational institutions for your kids are on one side of the county, and they're moving them further away. You don't even have a high school on the Edgecombe County side of the city. You're being pressed to the wall. You're being pressed to the wall when you see that you only have 2 banking institutions that everybody can use on your side of town. You're being pressed to the wall. Everybody can't use the State Employees Credit Union. You're being pressed to the wall. You being pressed to the wall when you take this that was in the Evening Telegram, and it tells you that that you have some good news, and it shows you that in Nash County, it says here, in 2010, there was $73.1 million in taxable sales in Nash County. In Edgecombe County, it was 26.3. You're being pressed to the wall. Now, let me tell you what you did, because you my people, so I can talk to you. When Rafiq Salim Soufan got killed, you ran out there in droves. You said that he was like your father.
Yeah.
You said that he meant all this and that to you. But when your own women were being killed in the city,
Go ahead.
how many of y'all came out in droves? You ran behind somebody that you knew of and didn't do anything for the people that you knew. Come on, my people.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I tell the truth and I'll shame the devil out here today.
Come on. That's right. Do it. That's right.
Look at the fact that if you go out here on Virginia Street, something this simple. You go out on Virginia Street, they patched it up. But if you go over to Nash County, over by where they're building a new senior high, they put in a brand new road. Chopped it up and laid it down, did everything, but you paying the same taxes that those people are paying. Come on, my people.
Yeah, we know.
Look at the fact that you pay more for your food at Food Line than they pay for their food in Nash County. You say, no, brother, that's a lie, because I seen that the milk is $3.59 over here and it's $3.59 over there. But guess what? This Food Line closes at 9 and Dad's closes at 10. So guess what? If at 9:01 you need milk for your baby, you're going to have to get in your car, spend more gas money, go over and build up somebody else's tax base. Come on, my people, wake up. You pay more for your pizza than you do at this pizza inn than you do at the other. Wait a minute, brother. I paid the same amount. It said the same amount on the menu. But guess what? Over here, you can dine in or take out. Over there, you dine in, take out, or they will deliver to your home. So guess what? Ultimately, you pay more for your pizza over here because you don't have one convenience that they do have.
And they want to live in certain neighborhoods.
And you steadily running behind them.
They want to live in certain neighborhoods.
And you running behind them because you have an addict relationship with them. They the dealer, you the addict. I got to go over there and get my groceries from them. I got to go to the mall. I got to go to the Olive Garden. I got to. That's an addict mentality. And so what solution do you have? Everybody says, oh, we got to march, we shall overcome. Those days are over with, Brother Jahi. We shall overcome. Over with. Those days are over. How long is it going to take you to overcome? How long? You have some educated people out here, some learned people now that know that what we should be doing is the anti-march. Don't march. Stop marching. Stop marching into their mall. Stop marching into their grocery stores. Stop marching into their pizza parlors. Stop marching into their little boutiques. Stop marching and see what happens in Rocky Mountain. Leave Nash County alone for 30 days and see what happened in Rocky Mountain. Leave them alone. They told Brother Cornell they stood flat-footed. Our own folk that look just like us, that are in elected positions, stood flat-footed and told us there was nothing we can do about these high utility bills. Did they? They said nothing. We can't do a thing about it. You just going to have to suffer with it.
So what we do? What we do?
Well, I got to go to the Bible now.
What we do?
Because the Bible said, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. So you're right. I'm going to pay you what I owe you. You say that I owe you $1,400, $1,500. Guess what? I'm going to do my best to make sure that I pay that. But Caesar, I also know that you own a mall and you own a restaurant and you own these Hardys and McDonald's, and I don't have to give you that. And let's see what happens. Let's see what they can't do then. They're so busy telling us what they can't do that they're not even trying to research what they can do. So guess what? Let's take it out of their hands. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do nothing. Because guess what? I'm going to pull my money. I'm going to hold on to that money. because I need that money to make sure that I can pay you, Caesar, what you say I owe you. And we need to get together in these churches, and we need to have dinners on Sunday. It's going to bring us closer together. We need to do carpools and take our people to Wilson, Tarboro, Nashville, anywhere but the Nash County side of Rocky Mountain. Give them 30 days. And 20 days into that, come back and ask the people if they want to continue. We can break the backs of these people in Rocky Mountain because this is our city. It belongs to us. It was black folks who were working in all these factories and building this stuff up. There were no white people working out there. Let's tell the truth and shame the devil out here. And guess what? I didn't make it a white or black issue. They did. Look at your communities. Not only here in Edgecombe County, go to the African American communities around this city. You can't buy a loose cigarette in one white community in this city, but you can come to ours and break the law. And you wonder why there's lawlessness in your community, because at the very top of it there's lawlessness. They allow lawlessness to happen in your community. And you won't say a thing about it. They'll sell liquor to a drunk man. They'll sell 3 cigarettes for $1 out of a pack. They can't do that nowhere else but in our community because we allow it to happen. We better get off this plantation. We better unlock these shackles on our minds and go somewhere and do something. We got one black store, one black convenience store in this city.
Woo! Come on.
In a city that's 56% black, African American. We got one. And we used to own everything on this side of town. Look at Douglas Block. Y'all say, oh, look how nice it looks. Oh, I can remember, oh, it looks so nice. But you can't afford to get in there. They fixed it up, but you know what they said? We didn't fix it up for you. We fixed it up for our folk. Watch and see what happened downtown Rocky Mountain. It's going to be so, after a while, they're going to have a walking pavilion through there, all kind of nice restaurants, and you won't be represented nowhere. You're not going in there. Go down Riley Road. They say they want you to be healthy. They want you to eat healthy. Burger joints, chicken joints, and pork chop sandwiches is all you can get on Riley Road. So how is it that you want me to be healthy? But you go to that side of town, you can sit down, they'll have meals on there that are just for those people who are trying to watch their weight or trying to do whatever, who are diabetic. You can't even get that on your side of the city. Then they got the man here, he's here today, the man with the $49,000 bill that they sent to him for a house on West Thomas Street.
Yeah.
Then when they adjusted the bill to show you just how dirty and how crooked, see, whenever you do something wrong, you tell one lie, you got to tell another lie to cover that lie up. And pretty soon, you can't cover up none of it. $49,000, then you give him an adjustment of $94,000, not understanding that you giving him a credit of $48,000, then you send him a bill saying that he owe you $1,400. But now they said in the paper that this new system, you should be able to understand. How can you understand that? That's not simple math. That ain't math at all. That's magic. That's a magic bill. They just say, okay, this is how we put bling. There it is. So we have the opportunity to